for the Bellingham Slam, and he will jump it up against Denzel Irves. Irves at 6'8", out of Xavier, out of Louisiana.
By the way, he looks about 6'11". Make of that what you will. Normally guys round up. I think he rounded down.
We await the ball. There it is, up in the air, and the ball will be slapped over to the front court, grabbed off by Drew Reddy. Quickly to the bucket, blast past the defender, takes it to the cup, lays it up and in on the left side.
Drew, you got to believe is excited. He's going to get a lot of minutes tonight.
Ball dribbled across the timeline, top of the floor now here, yo-yoing it. We have a number change here already.
Oh, boy.
As we will try and find out. We have him in the starting lineup, or we'll check our numbers here in the starting lineup. Ball rolled out. I believe that's Taylor with it. They'll swing it back around right-hand side. That'll be a shot clock violation. Irves never gets the shot off. And there it is.
How about the quick defensive feat of the Slam? First time down. Nice to see.
So Taylor listed as number 5 on our rosters, number 4 out there on the floor. Out there along with Corey Largent, who's listed as a guard, but good size, and listed at 6'7". Ball knocked away up in the offensive end on good defense by Salem. Mo will inbound along the baseline, bounce it to Blake Poole, whips it out beyond the three-point ring here now to Madison. Cross court, Chascock drives, has the ball stripped away from him as he goes towards the rack. Grabbed off here, brought up by Corey Largent across the timeline. Snaps a pass off left-hand side. Long three ball up, shot long on the effort from the right side by Taylor. Rebound pulled down here by Bellingham. Outlet comes to Mo. Behind the back with the dribble. Cross court. Madison open for a three. Swish. Evan Madison with a triple. It's 5-0 Bellingham. Sideline right. Largent runs. Drew Reddy off a screen. Big block on the pass attempt by Largent that time.
Hello, Mr.
How about
Poole?
Blake Poole coming out beyond the free throw line to block that one. It bounced off of Largent's knee and goes out of bounds. Slam get the basketball. Mo will drive right. Use a screen by Blake Poole. Bounce it back to Blake as he'll attack baseline. Hang in the air, double pump, put the shot up. Ooh, Blake went down with a hard thump and now holding on to his noggin.
Yeah,
oh, no.
You had to be able to hear that on the radio when big Blake Poole goes down that hard. He's smiling, but he's also holding the back of his head. He hit the deck hard.
Blake on that little pick and roll got the bounce pass from Mo along the baseline, took it to the rack, went up against 2 defenders. He drew the foul, but he was completely sideways as he was coming down, totally off balance, and ended up hitting on his shoulders and back. And we're lucky. I'm not sure if his head did actually thump down onto the hardwood. He held onto it rather quickly, but he is up off of the floor now and getting ready for free throw shots.
Blake is doing that thing where you blink really hard, trying to get your composure back before he sets up at the free throw line. He might be seeing 3 rims right about now, but see how the big guy can do at the line after taking a hard shot like that.
Terrence Glenn will pick up the foul here out of Western Oregon.
Pretty good connection to the Western Oregon Wolves on this team from Salem.
Blake now will shoot the free throws. 5-0 our score. Bellingham out in front. Just underway. First quarter action here from the Watkin Pavilion. First shot up and good for Blake Poole. Poole leading the team in rebounding, 12.4 rebounds per contest.
If the Slam have to be down some players, at the very least they have Mo to run the point and Blake to do the dirty work down low. It's a good place to start.
Second shot is up and good. If you're going to lose a couple of players, I guess it's best to lose them after you've clinched the number 1 spot in the championship tournament.
Ain't that the truth?
Left to right, Taylor with the dribble. Goes topside to Largent, working against Drew Reddy. Lob pass comes left-hand wing on the catch with it. Long pass was by Glenn, was stolen away. Bounce pass all the way to the cup. Scoop, no. Drew Reddy had nobody to pass to. Was looking for Chascock, threw it away. Grabbed off here by Taylor all the way to the cup. Layup with the right hand is good. 7-2, first bucket of the ball game now here for the Sabres. Blake Poole will get it from Reddy. He'll take a 3 from the left side, won't go. Mo Anderson tries to save it from going out of bounds and does. Bounced it off of the defender and Christopher White, and the basketball will belong to Bellingham in the offensive end. We're going to have to confirm some numbers here in a moment, as Salem came in with, well, just a little bit of a different roster.
Whoopsie.
On the inbound, Drew Reddy takes it to the cup, lost it going up, ripped off, coming back down the other way, stopping, popping, banging it off of the glass is Denzel Irves. Irvs gets it to go, and it's 7-4. Right to left. Got caught up in the paint that time was Mo. Threw the ball out. Chaz Cock knocked down to the floor. Loose ball, scramble for it. Diving after it. Not able to hold on to it on the sprawl that time was Terrence Glenn. Loose ball. Mo Anderson ends up on the sidelines. Goes careening into
he's in the VIP seats.
Yeah, he's on the those courtside seats there, and he got caught by a fan. The ball, though, will belong. Mo's saying should be a jump ball here. No actual designation as to who had control of that. By the time it goes out of bounds, all three officials meet, confer.
We're still in the middle of that quorum right now.
I think we will indeed have a jump ball.
Boy, Mo's coming away mumbling. He doesn't like the way this thing's playing out.
Yep. So Mo will jump it up, and he will do so against Corey Largent. Mo listed at 6'3", Largent listed at 6'7". Ball to be tossed up in the air here, and stole the tap. He stole the tip stole the jump.
That's about as blatant as that gets.
That never even reached its apex, which it has to do before you can go and get it. It was as if it was a blocked shot on its way up.
Largent is a veteran, so he has a wry smile on his face. He knows what he did and didn't get away with it.
Drew Reddy gets the inbound, leaves it for Mo as he'll bring it up in the offensive end, sideline left. Goes to the top of the floor, going to step into a pass that was intended for Blake Poole. Broken up by Largent. He'll bounce it out in front, up to the front court. Colliding with the official that time is Christopher White. White can't hold on to it as he tried to get it from Largent, and it goes right over the top of the slam bench and out of bounds. A little sloppy here early with a 7-4 ball game. Bellingham leading it. Ball walked up now here by Drew Reddy as he'll attack right-hand side. Crossover left, top of the floor. Get to the free throw circle. Back out Evan Madison. Fakes the three. Gives it to Drew. Pump fake. Drives inside the lane. Kicks it back out baseline for Mo. Follow-away jumper is good from 13.
Mo has just gotten softer and softer with his soft touch on the jumper over the years.
9-4 our score. Large and off balance. Drew the contact. Put up the three. Doesn't go. He'll draw the foul here against Drew Reddy. And Largent will go to the free throw line for 3 shots.
It's very clear that things run through Corey Largent with this Salem team. He's the dominating presence out there, 6'7", kind of in-between size, do-everything guy. He usually ends up with the ball on top from what we see in the first few minutes.
8 minutes, 44 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. First shot by Largent skids around the rim and kicks off. 5-point Bellingham lead. Second shot, that one clangs out. Corey Largent's going to walk over there, take a look at the hoop, pantomime shooting at it here to make sure that there's nothing in there.
Make sure it's exactly 10-0.
Next shot, that one rattles around and drops. 1 of 3 at the line, 9-5 our score, and here come the slam back the other way. Shortened roster here tonight. The 3 players for the Bellingham Slam not in attendance, including their leading scorer, Jacob Stevenson. Poole will get it, sliced down the lane on the pass from Chaz Cock, get fouled as he was going up. 2 more free throw shots coming here for Blake Poole.
Blake buried a couple a moment ago after he took that hard shot on the ground. We'll see if he's fully composed now as he makes his way back up there again.
Blake took that hard hit as he hit the hardwood, attacking the bucket. Hit both of his free throws on the previous trip. Hits the first one here. (10-5) our score. We figured out the number situation here.
I think we're partway there.
Is now 5.
Yep, we're partway there. Terrence Glenn just checked in. He's number 5.
Okay, well, super.
Sure.
Well, that's outstanding. Well, we'll check it here at the first timeout. 11-5 our score, a 6-point lead. Bounce pass will come right. Backing his way down with it is Irvs. Irvs jump hook with the right hand, won't go. Rebound going to be grabbed off by Madison. Outlet pass will come here to Mo. Around the circle left, they'll dump it down to the baseline. On the catch, Blake Poole. A 6-point lead for the Slam. Good spin move by Blake. Cross court, Chaz Cock. Top side, right back to Chaz from Drew. And he'll hit the 3, baseline right. 14-5, Bellingham out in front.
Chaz gave it up once, but not twice. Second time it was going up, and he buried it.
Largent, top of the floor, works right, steps into a three with Chaz in his face. That one back iron, no. Rebound, Karam's long, grabbed off here by Drew Reddy. Brings it up himself, across the timeline. Jab from behind, ball knocked loose. Mo will get it, whips it down to the paint. Grabbed off here by Blake Poole. Jump hook left to right, rattles home as he goes through the lane.
Doug, did you just have a Western versus St. Martin's flashback?
Yep, absolutely.
Right slam tonight, but still, with their starting five, you put them up against anybody. Slam 16-5 advantage. 4.5 minutes into this one, and as we return from the break, this one will belong to Salem.
Oh, you think you know the numbers, and you don't.
We got a mess?
Good luck trying to figure that out.
Oh,
Sanchez is now 4. Terrence Glenn is 22, and indeed Mike Taylor is 5. You figure it out. Irvs hits a three-pointer from the left side. We know him because his number is correct.
What?
16-8 our score. Bellingham out in front. Chaz Cock right to left, off balance. He'll put up the shot with a right hand that won't go just a step outside the lane, but a foul will get whistled here, and Chaz will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
You know, the Skolton sheet is not set up to be corrected,
No.
if you don't mind me sniping.
Little ugly.
Yeah.
Chaz Cock misses the free throws. It bangs off of the back iron. Out on the floor, Corey Largent, number 3 out of Western Carolina.
His number is what it's supposed to be.
There you go. Denzel Irvs, number 12 out of Xavier. Also out there on the floor is Christopher White, the forward out of Western Oregon. He's number 40. Free throw shot is missed by Chaz Cock. Out there, Anthony Sanchez, 6'3" out of George Fox University. He is out there as well. Shot missed. Put back attempt by Christopher White with a jump hook, will not go. Ball got knocked out of bounds, and the baseline official pointed the wrong way as the Bellingham Slam players were running back down.
The ref standing in front of us at midcourt overturned the call, and he's hearing it from a couple of the Salem guys, but the call was clearly correct.
Drew Reddy, top of the floor. Lob pass comes in right. Madison back out, Poole around the circle left. Chaz Cock will get it. Draws a double team as he attacks baseline. Cross court. Madison sets his feet for a 3. No, won't go. Rebound, knocked loose underneath. Going to be a foul here against Blake Poole. And Blake Poole and Christopher White woofing a little bit. Drew Reddy getting in the middle of it as well.
White might be well advised to not pick on Blake Poole.
I don't think he wants anything to do with Drew Reddy either.
True.
Not sure what the problem is with Christopher White, but he took great exception to a foul here whistled against Blake Poole as Poole tried to knock the ball away following the rebound. It'll be the first personal against Blake Poole. Chaz Cock will check out. Rico Wilkins will check into the ball game. So Slam going much smaller here with 3 guards out on the floor, and Drew Reddy, Mo Anderson, and Rico Wilkins. Had a problem here with the clock as the ball was brought up into the offensive end. 6:13 to go in the first quarter. 16-8. The Bellingham Slam have doubled up the Salem Sabres.
Would not be an IBL game without at least one hitch on the clock throughout the course of the evening.
Ball will be inbounded right in front of the Slam bench. Comes in top of the floor. Working with it is Sanchez. He'll leave it right. Jab step now here for Mike Taylor. Taylor to the top of the floor, working against Mo. Picks up a screen as he works left. Back out on top. Irvs will drive down inside the paint. Stumbled forward and traveled. He claims he was fouled.
You know,
no call forthcoming.
Looked a heck of a lot like he was shoved. I think the Slam got the benefit of that call, but they will take it and move on.
Hey, we're going to inbound along the baseline on the traveling turnover. It is a sideline inbound, and we are back underway. 16-8 our score. Slam out in front. They've never trailed in this one. Double high post as Mo will work to the left-hand side off of Blake Poole. Lob pass inside and a beauty. Evan Madison, little high-low lob down to Blake Poole. Nobody there. Easy layup with the left hand.
Go where you have the advantage. Blake Poole, game high, 8 points.
18-8 our score. Largent bounces off of the defense of Drew Reddy on the switch. Reddy now here matched up against a much taller player down in the post. They'll leave it out topside here for Taylor. He'll drive against Madison off balance. He'll put one up, drew the contact and a foul. and it just has that type of feel here tonight, Mark. We may be shooting a lot of free throws. This is already a physical affair with 5:23 left to go in the first quarter.
Partner, it normally takes a while to get ragged, but we are already there.
Would square off against.
And Doug, Bellingham Slam, a very realistic possibility of coming out of there with another title. They have as good a chance as anyone when this roster is fully loaded.
Slam shooting 60% from the floor, 6 of 10, holding Salem to 3 of 9, shooting 33%. To the free throw line steps Mike Taylor. His free throw shot off the front iron, no good. Taylor, the guard out of George Fox out of Oregon. Next shot rattles and kicks out. Rebound pulled down here by Bellingham. Outlet comes to Rico Wilkins. He'll race across the timeline. Lost control of the basketball. Picks it back up. Cross court to Mo. Whips it down left. Chris Ferguson just into the ball game. Leave it for Blake Poole. Step back jumper. That one no good. Rico knocks the ball loose to keep it alive. Now he'll dance past one defender. Step into an off-balance three that won't go. Tip follow. No. Blocked out of there by Taylor. Grabbed off by Drew Reddy. Over left-hand side. Ferguson open for a three. Splash. He got it in the left corner. Chris Ferguson, he's seen limited playing time this season at the end of the bench, but he's in here early and he makes it count with a 3-ball on his first shot.
Chris, in the flow of the offense, caught and shoot, and it was caught and shot maybe, and it was a beauty.
21-8. Taylor with it, catch and shoot. Over on the right side this time from three-point land won't go. We'll have a foul on the fight for the rebound. Going over the back, the whistle here will go against Sanchez. Anthony Sanchez, also out of George Fox University in Oregon, picks up the whistle, much to his dismay as he walks back down to the defensive end.
Making his feelings very clear.
4:35 and counting down here in the first quarter. Bellingham playing good defense here. Salem has yet to crack double digits. Bounce pass inside. Drew Reddy draws a double team. Back out Ferguson. Dump it in the corner. Mo Anderson to Chris once again. Attacks, leaves it top side for Rico. Around the circle to Blake. 5 on the shot clock. Somebody's got to do something. Drew will get it. He'll drive, stop, crank up the triple. No, it won't go. Rebound Karam's long. Grabbed off here by Christopher White. Outlets to Largent. Leaves it for Urs. Nice pass across the lane and an easy layup for Sanchez. As they do indeed crack double digits, they get to 10 points on the ball game. It's 21-10.
Signs of life from the Salem offense. They've moved well 2 of the last 3 times down.
Little cut to the free throw circle and a step back jumper for Rico that will not go. Spills out on the rebound. Grabbed off by Largent here for Salem. He'll kick it right on the catch. Taylor, bounce pass inside. The layup no good by Sanchez. The putback by Irvs. Blocked by Drew Reddy. And it goes off of Irvs out of bounds. It'll be Bellingham ball.
A hustling Drew Reddy trying to suppress a smile right now. I think he's very pleased with that defensive sequence.
Chascock and Evan Madison will check into the ball game. Anderson and Poole to the bench. So it will be Rico at the point with Drew Reddy and Chris Ferguson in the backcourt. Madison and Chascock in the front court. Here comes Rico, top of the floor. He'll work at the right elbow. Great little pick in, or mark that, give and go that time. Back to Rico. He'll kick it left. Ferguson can't hit the three this time from the same spot. But Rico gets the long Karam on the rebound that was tipped to him. Bounce pass will come inside Madison. He'll turn, spin, baseline, put up the shot, a little too much on it from 12. Skids off, grabbed off here by the Sabres. Back down to the top of the floor. Largent will spin here against Chascock. Get down inside the lane. That shot no good. The tip followed by Sanchez, no good. Rebounded here by Salem. To the cup. The shot up by Christopher White, no good. Madison all over him defensively. Rico will get it. He'll race down left. Cut behind his back with the dribble. Oh! Scoop layup won't go behind his back off of glass. The rebound grabbed here by Salem. That was highlight reel had it gone. Top of the floor. Get it in the hands of Mike Taylor. He'll drive to the right elbow, draw the double team, leave it baseline. The jumper up by Irvs, no good. Weak side rebound, double pump return effort that time is no good underneath by Sanchez. Scramble for the loose ball on the miss. Drew Reddy tips it out to Chascock. Races down. Got to get bumped with a nice hip check that time.
Knocked over
from Largent. Largent comes over and goes with the low 5 here to Chascock. No harm intended there. Just didn't want to give up the easy layup. The layup was indeed missed, but Chascock will go to the free throw line to try and earn him.
Chas hit a baseline 3 earlier this quarter to account for all 3 of his points. See if he can train a pair of freebies here.
2:23 left to go in the first quarter. An 11-point Slam lead. Make it 12 as Chaz gets that one to go. Charlie Van will check in for the first time here tonight for the Bellingham Slam. Second free throw shot is up and good. I don't know if we're going with James or Jamez Dixon.
Got to be James.
You think so?
Yep, we'll see.
6'1" out of Western Oregon.
But it's
Dixon checks into the ball game.
Yeah.
He will leave it topside, and Taylor will crank the three that won't go from straight on top. Rebound tip long, grabbed off by Rico. Long snap pass over to the corner. Caught, cranked up on the shot from three-point land by Ferguson. Just a little bit short. Rebound cleared out here by Salem. Taylor back down the other way. Crosses over, drives against Chaz. Takes it to the cup, bangs it off of the glass up and in. Taylor makes it 23-12. Minute 45 left to go here in the first quarter. Bellingham has led the entire way. Rico works left, leaves it for Charlie Van around the circle. Charlie between the wickets, steps back, going to take a three. No, that one's off to the right. Rebound cleared out by Salem.
At least Charlie has the first one out of the way now.
Back down the other way with the dribble is Taylor. He'll bounce it in Christopher White. He'll spin against Charlie Van, step back, put the jumper up, and got it to go. Christopher White's a big load down inside the paint there that time. He just knocked over Charlie Van on the spin move. Rico up in the offensive end, around the circle right. They'll get it in the hands now here of Chaz Cock. Goes behind the back with the dribble, cuts down inside the paint, steps underneath the defensive Largent, can't get it to go. On the chase for his miss, he will foul Mike Taylor going over the back. 1:03 left to go, 23-14. Lead cut down to just 9 points here for the Bellingham Slam.
Everybody knows a good old-fashioned frustration foul when they see it. Chaz coming off the miss, went barreling in there for the rebound. When he didn't get it, just ran over the nearest guy. He'll get called for his first.
Cross the timeline with the dribble. Taylor will bounce it out in front looking for Largent. Chaz Cock will knock it out of play over by the Slam bench. Just 11 on the shot clock as Largent will inbound now here for the Sabres. 52.7 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Dixon on the inbound. They'll get it right-hand side. On the catch, Irvs. He'll leave it back for Taylor. Taylor tries to drive here against Rico. Gets inside the paint, drew the bump and the foul. The shot nowhere close, but he'll go to the free throw line. Try and earn him.
The very definition of a bailout right there, as Mike Taylor got caught in no man's land, kind of switched it to the left hand, did something resembling a shot, and he will get bailed out. They'll call this foul on, looks like it's on Van. I thought it was going to be on Rico, but they'll call a Charlie Van on for his first.
Shot up and good. Count it for Taylor. Final home game of the season for the Slam. Final regular season game tomorrow night at Pierce College against the Seattle Flight. We're going to foul underneath here on the free throw attempt, and boy, if this is the pace we're going to go at, we might get done with this one just before tip-off of tomorrow's game at Pierce College. A lot of fouls here. The loose ball foul will get whistled against Salem. It's going to go against Denzel Irvs. It'll be his second. Both teams in the bonus, so Chaz Cock will go down to the other end for free throw shots. First one up, rattles home. Evan Madison, Chaz Cock, Charlie Van, Rico Wilkins, and Chris Ferguson out there on the floor here for Coach Rob Ridenour.
An unconventional 5 for the Slam right now.
And that free throw shot is good as well. 25-15, 10-point Slam lead. 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Largent across the timeline, working against Chaz Cock. Going to take him left. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Irvs. He'll try a three over the top of Madison. That one won't go. The rebound step-back jumper, that one's no good by Christopher White. Left it short from 9. Bellingham with the rebound, and they'll play for, oh, nope, there's actually about a 5-second differential between game and shot clock here. Madison calling for it at the right elbow. Chaz Cock can't get it to him. Now does. He'll drive, leave it here for Rico. 3 seconds, 2. Can he get off a shot? Step back. Good if it goes. It does not. It's a shot clock violation. It will bounce and go out of play. Should be more time than 3.7 seconds, but
That was a 5-second difference at one point.
Yep. It should be 5 seconds, but the officials have not made that designation, so that's just our eyeball of it as the time was ticking down. It will remain 3.7 seconds. Rolled in just across the timeline. It'll be picked up by Taylor. 3.7 to go. Actually, still yet to pick it up. Rico steps out. Taylor will get it. Drives, cuts down inside the paint all the way to the cup, lays it up and in right at the buzzer.
I was going to make fun of his technique, but he did it perfectly.
20% from the floor, just 3 of 12 from long range. They are 8 of 10 from the free throw line, 80%. Salem even worse from the floor, 28% shooting, 7 of 25, just 1 of 7 from long range, 14%. They can't throw it in the ocean. They can't hit it from the free throw line either. They're 2 of 7, just 28%. Rebounding battle, despite the fact that Bellingham has had to go small a little bit out there. They're leading the rebounding battle 19-7. Salem has them on the offensive glass, 7-6. Turnovers, 6 in the ball game for Bellingham, 4 for Salem. Dixon will bring it up to the front court now here for the Sabres. Get it over right to the free throw line. On the catch, they'll kick it left. Largent open for a 3 that will not go. Rebound, Karam's out. Mo will get it. Stops, steps into a triple from the top of the floor. No good. Drew Reddy tips it to keep it alive. Blake Poole gets into the act. Scramble for it. Madison will save it from going out of bounds. Cross court to Mo. Fakes the 3. Steps inside the arc. Jumper up. Splash. He got it.
Mo knows his team needs a little more offense tonight, and he's up to the challenge.
27-17, a 10-point Bellingham lead. Dixon now across the timeline, picked up by Mo, and now that'll be a kicked ball as he tried to bounce it out in front. He was looking to get it to Terrence Glenn. Glenn, 6'5", the guard out of Western Oregon. Taylor to inbound. Goes all the way cross court to Largent. Back out on top Dixon, around the circle right. Couple of yo-yos outside of the arc. Picks up his dribble, gets it back right. Glenn bounce pass into Largent. He'll drive against the double team and Drew Reddy. Put the shot up, won't go. Largent ends up on his wallet. And a foul here against the Bellingham Slam. This one I think is going to go against Evan Madison. It will, and that'll be his second. Got to keep an eye on that with the big men getting into foul trouble.
You don't panic at 2, but when that number gets to 3, that will be of note to Coach Ridenour.
Largent's first free throw shot is up and good. He'll take a look at another.
Largent, the go-to guy for this Salem team, held to just 1 lone free throw in that opening quarter.
We mentioned semifinal action for the Slam will be 5 o'clock on Thursday. 2 games at Eastmoreland Court in Portland. Should they advance, the championship game Friday, July 5th, also at the Eastmoreland Court in Portland, Oregon, 7 o'clock, the tip-off time. Ball comes just to the free throw circle. Drew Reddy back out Madison for a 3, and the big man strokes another one.
His second one of those.
Hit one early in the first quarter. That one drains through, 30-19. Taylor on the hard push, caught up in the air, leaves it for Christopher White, and he'll go barreling into the paint. Oh my, if they call that against Madison, that's going to be number 3.
I cannot allow that.
Oh, the call against Charlie Van.
Oh, when he held up 5-2, it was 7. Okay.
Wow.
Yikes.
Charlie Van will pick up his second personal. Huge collision as Christopher White kind of lowered his shoulder right into Evan Madison, middle of the paint.
Yeah, when Madison hits the ground, all 6'10" of him, they need at least one guy to wipe up the perspiration. Here he comes.
10:41 to go until halftime. Glad to have you listening along here on KGMI, also KGMI.com. Know somebody outside of our broadcast area that wants to listen along, let them know they can. Once again, KGMI.com. Now wipe up the perspiration in the middle of the paint, right inside the semicircle underneath the bucket. Inbound to Taylor, top of the floor. He'll get it right to the paint to Glenn. He'll dump it off inside to Christopher White. It got hung up on the rim. He'll get his miss, put it up, misfire. Rebound, Charlie Vance steps through on the double team. Outlets, gets it to Drew Reddy. Ball dumped down baseline. On the catch, Evan Madison. A little soft on the jumper that time from 9. Rebound pulled down by Salem. Outlet pass comes to Largent across the timeline. He'll spin his way forward. Stop, try and force the pass down inside the lane. Drew Reddy will knock it away. It goes out of bounds. 10-10 left to go here in the second. Ball will remain in the offensive end for the Sabres. Slam have won 13 of their last 14 ball games on the year. They're 14-2. Ball dumped right. Catch and shoot along the baseline. Nice pass that time to set up Corey Largent on the feed from Anthony Sanchez, and Largent drains it. 30-21. Drew Reddy drives into traffic and trouble. Leaves it for Madison. Left-hand side, Charlie Van drives to the elbow. Stops back out Madison. His triple. That one is no good. Rebound tip from Mo. Drew Reddy. He'll dump it off to Charlie Van, and his reverse layup underneath the bucket goes up and in.
Charlie switched right to left hand. Finished strong. First bucket for Charlie Van tonight.
32-21 our score. Driving right, Largent all alone, and he'll rattle home a triple.
And what the Slam do not need is for Corey Largent to heat up. But those are a couple good-looking jumpers in a row.
Two defenders right there, neither one stepping out on Largent. He drains the triple. Madison posting up, making a big target. They'll get it to Blake Poole. Goes down the middle of the paint. Back out Charlie Van. Line drives up a three. That one won't go. Mo trying to steal it from behind, out of the hands that time of Glenn. He'll get whistled for the foul. That'll be his first, team foul number 3. None so far here in the second quarter against Salem.
Mo might have been a little too quick for his own good, coming around the corner that time.
Chascock will step out onto the floor. Charlie Van to the bench. Ball dribbled up, spin it back left on the catch. Largent drives, another long three, and another hit. Largent from the left side, and suddenly it's a 5-point ball game at 32-27.
The guy you don't want to heat up is heating up.
Mo, left to right, picks up the dribble, bounces it to Evan Madison. He'll spin, try and go baseline against Glenn. Turn around, little hook shot with a right hand, no good as it bounces out off of the back iron. Rebound, kick out here for Salem. Largent with it. Working against Mo. He'll drive right, run him off of a screen. Madison comes out, the step-back jumper. That one's no good from 17. Rebound cleared out by Bellingham. Mo leaves it for Drew, right down the middle of the lane. Left hand layup off glass is up and good. 34-27 our score. Quickly back down the other way, beating everybody to the cup that time for the layup is Anthony Sanchez, and a nice long feed from Taylor all the way down to the other end leads to the layup. Down to the other end here for Mo. He'll get down inside the lane. It's blocked and will go out of bounds. Good block by Denzel Herbs. 5-point ball game, 34-29 with 8:07 to go until halftime. Drew Reddy will get it. Ball jabbed out of his hands, grabbed off by Madison. Kick it now here to Mo beyond the arc. He'll step into a three. No, short. Chascock tips it to Blake Poole. Blake in the paint looking for some help. Kick it back out. Mo will get it to Chas. He'll try a triple. No, that's off the mark. Rebound will be grabbed here by the Sabres. Back down with the dribble up here is Taylor. He'll stop, leave it top of the floor. He'll roll it inside. Herbs will get it. He'll attack baseline, get past Blake Poole, goes up in the air, left it short. Poole tries to save it from going out of bounds after getting a piece of it. He cannot, and it will stay in the offensive end with the Salem Sabres. 34-29, 5-point Bellingham lead. They've never trailed in this one. Taylor on the catch and shoot from three-point land. That one won't go. Rebound for Poole. Outlet to Mo. Long cross-court feed. Chascock to the cup. Layup attempt. It's good. Just past Herbs on the swat attempt.
Wow, there was a time when Chascock couldn't have or wouldn't have done that, but he put the ball on the ground and blew by everybody.
Largent will bring it up here, working against Drew Reddy. Leave it sideline right. On the catch, Sanchez against Mo. Down to 7 in the shot clock as they lob it inside. Grabbed off by Glenn. Kick it left. Taylor inside the circle. He'll put up the jumper. It's a deuce right in front of the shot clock buzzer, and he got it to go. 36-31. Mo slows it down as he'll walk it up to the front court. Double high posts either side of the paint. They'll work right. Mo stops, spins it left. Madison fakes the three. Evan will cut down the lane. Double pump, put up the shot. That one no good. Rebound cleared out here by Glenn for Salem. Leave it left. Taylor won't take the three. Largent fakes the three, tried to whip it down inside the paint. Sanchez goes down to the floor to save it from going out of bounds. Tips it back out. Taylor down to 9 on the shot clock. Cuts inside the lane. Great pass that time to Herbs. Takes it to the cup and just creeps it up and over the top of the rim. 36-33.
They don't seem to be going away.
They are not. Mo slowly up into the front court. Back and forth between the hands. Double high post here once again. Leave it for Blake Poole. Back over right. Jazz Cock. He'll lob it inside on the catch. Madison backs his way down against Irvs. Drives inside the paint. Puts it up with the left hand. It curls around the rim and drops through.
I think we even got a little scissor kick for style points from Evan Madison. Nice strong left-handed finish.
Lead back out to 5. It's 38-33. Left-hand side, back and forth between the hands. A little drive to the elbow that time by Taylor. He'll leave it here for a wide-open Glenn. His jumper from the left side, no good from 14. Rebound to Bellingham. Mo slows it down in the offensive end. Looks for Chaz Cock. Makes the catch. They'll get it just inside the circle. Now here to Blake. Bad return pass as he tried to hit the cutter. And Drew Reddy goes off of his hands. Ripped off Largent. He'll flip it out in front. Drew gets back into the play defensively. The ball gets knocked loose and he steals it away. Leave it now here for Mo. Oh my! He was going to Blake Poole. The return pass on the lob. And if that had gone, it would have been an absolute beauty. But Mo could not get that one on the dunk. Had to hold himself up on the rim so he didn't crash into everybody. Down on the other end, the layup attempt is off the mark by Taylor. Mo will get it, take it to the cup, knock over the defender, no foul called, but Mo gets the bucket.
Layup is perfectly nice, but we still want to see Mo on the receiving end of one of those one-hand cradle jams. They've tried it a few times this year, but we haven't seen a successful one.
40-33. The lead is 7. Ball jabbed loose. Mo will get a piece of it, knock it out of bounds, and we'll have a media timeout. 7 points to Pierce College, a 3 o'clock tip-off against the Seattle Flight. And then next week, it will be the IBL Championship Tournament on July 4th and 5th down in the Eastmoreland Courts in Portland, Oregon. Inbound, top of the floor, making the catch, working with it is Sanchez. He'll leave it left for Glenn. He'll drive against Drew Reddy. Jump stop. Boy, it looked like he traveled. He turns around, puts a shot up. No good. Weak side rebound and a good one by Blake Poole. Leave it now for Rico Wilkins. Chris Ferguson has checked in as well here for Bellingham. It is a small lineup out there with largely 4 guards and Blake
That is
Poole.
all right, yeah.
Mo Anderson will work off of the screen by Poole. Bounce it to Blake. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Leave it now here for Rico at the right elbow. Steps back 2. He's got to crank up the 3, and he got it!
That's a normal shot for Rico.
Rico, a line drive shot that you'll say, oh, he's off balance. There's no chance. No, that's just Rico.
He's all right.
43-33, lead back out up to 10. Dump off inside of the paint. Terrence Glenn takes it to the cup, bangs it up too hard off the glass. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Bellingham. Salem will retain possession in the offensive end. Inbound will come right of the bucket. They'll whip it out. Taylor will make the catch, working against Ferguson. Retreats beyond the circle with 15 on the shot clock. Back and forth between the wickets here. A crossover, drive against Chris. Step inside the paint, put the shot up, no good. Tip follow by Glenn is too strong. Rebound to Bellingham. Long lead pass from Mo. Comes to Rico. He'll try and reverse it up, and he did it! What a beauty! Through the lane, right to left for Rico. Flipped it up over his head behind his back, and it goes off of glass and in. He's fouled a chance at a three-point play.
Before we ever knew Rico Wilkins in person, we got word that there was a YouTube video up of some of his heroics from his younger days before he came to Bellingham. And it was a lot of stuff like that. And then we had a chance to see it in person for a couple of years at Western, and now as a member of the Slam. And Rico, we love you, big fella.
We remember watching that YouTube video on a, I believe, a long bus ride to Central Washington University when the Western group was looking at recruiting Rico, and we couldn't believe what we saw on YouTube as he hits the free throw. And even now, I still can't believe what we see out of Rico.
Yeah, he's real, all right.
Ball through the paint here on the dribble. Taylor, he'll leave it left for Sanchez. Working against Rico. Steps back, puts up the jumper just inside the lane, and it goes. 46-35. Rico with a hard push here. Steps back. He's feeling it. That shot just in and out, just inside the circle on the left-hand side. Largent pulls down the rebound. Will bring it up. Rico knocks the ball loose, almost stolen away. It is grabbed off by Taylor. He'll work right to left. Leave it on top now here. Put it in the hands of Sanchez. Right-hand side on the catch. Glenn will put up the triple, and he got it. 46-38 our score. 2:40 left to go here in the second quarter. Ferguson open right side, puts up the 3. They will call a foul on the floor. They will not count the shot. Chris can't be happy about that. He swished it from that right corner. Would have been his second three ball of the contest. They did not designate the fouls here. Back into the ball game. Christopher White, the foul now will be whistled against Glenn. It'll be his third, at least according to the board. On the catch, Rico coming off of a downside screen, gets to the free throw line. Step back jumper is good, and he's feeling it right now, Mark.
Might be just about time to adhere to the old mantra, feed Rico. He's hot. He has really got it going out there.
Lead is back up to 10 for Bellingham. Back and forth between the hands here for Taylor. He'll see a crease, drive down inside the paint, got caught up in the air, left it for Irvs. Good change of hands left to right, and he floats it up and home from 7. Rico quickly back down the other way, spins down inside the lane, lost control of the basketball, grabbed off by Largent. Corey across the timeline. Gets down inside the lane all the way to the cup. His layup is good with a finger roll.
Good player. Corey Largent up to 13. Game high count.
Couple of back-to-back buckets and the lead down to 6. 48-42. Minute 50 left to go here in the second quarter. Lob pass comes in. Blake Poole, his jumper will not go. Rebound Largent here for Salem. Racing down, tip from behind by Ferguson. Blake with it. Races down, has Rico to his right, leaves it for Mo on his left, and they'll call a foul here as Mo attacks the bucket. And the whistle will go against Mike Taylor. A blocking foul against Taylor will send Mo to the free throw line. 48-42. Head coach for Salem, Willie Freeman, none too happy about that last call as he's talking to the nearest official that will listen.
That was the hardest that we've seen Coach Freeman pop up off that bench so far tonight.
Shot up. Mo gets to go. Drew Reddy will check in. Chris Ferguson to the bench. Corey Largent sneaking all the way down to the corner, maybe thinking nobody would pay attention to him. Drew Reddy's just laughing as he goes and picks him up. Largent was as far in the corner, hidden past the bench over by the cheerleaders, cherry picking to say the least.
The very definition of a veteran.
Both free throws are good. 50-42 our score. An 8-point lead here for Bellingham. Taylor calling for the screen. He'll work right. Mo plays over the top of it. Back over left on the dribble. Down inside the lane. Turns, spins, leaves it out for Irvs. His jumper up. Splash. He got it to go right from the free throw circle.
Denzel Irvs up to 13. Ties Largent for the team and game high lead.
6-point contest. Minute 10 left to go. Back and forth here on the dribble. The turn spin here by Drew Reddy all the way to the cup. Scoop. Layup is good.
Now that is spin on a layup right there.
Drew looking for the foul call. None forthcoming. 52-44. Ball comes back right. Jumper up. Irvs again. This one goes. It rattles and drops from 13. 50 seconds left to go. Three-pointer for Rico, and he splashes it home from the right side.
Rico leads the slam now with 11 points.
55-46. 40 seconds left to go until halftime. Bellingham leads it. Offensive end, Sanchez with the dribble. Works left, leaves it for Largent. He'll try and answer back with a triple of his own. That one no good. Blake Poole the rebound. Outlets to Mo. He'll get past the defender across the timeline, try and whip it in down low to Evan Madison. It gets tipped out of bounds. Irvs gets back defensively. 25.4 seconds left. 16 on the shot clock as Chaz Cock will come in. Evan Madison will come out. No point in keeping your big man in there. Boy, a lot of pushing and shoving. Irvs just getting into it with Chaz Cock as he tries to line up on the inbounds play.
Chaz is one of the nicest guys we know, but even he's getting annoyed right now.
They're still just pushing and chesting into each other here as they try and set up. Bounce pass will come to Rico on the inbound from Mo. Rico will try and back his way down. Baseline follow-away jumper. That one no good. Blake can't get the rebound. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds left to go here until halftime. 9-point lead for Bellingham. Largent up in the offensive end. Down to 10 seconds. Working here against Mo. 8 seconds. 7. Top of the floor. Calling for the screen. Works right. Cuts, gets down inside the paint. Knocked loose here by Rico. Mo will get it. Mo gets poked in the eye,
Mo
and
had
the headband pulled down over his eyes.
The headband got pulled down.
Yep.
He can't see.
Yep. As the clock expires, Rico was racing down to the other end. If Mo gets a clean grab of that, he can throw it. The Salem Sabres, it will be Corey Largent, Denzel Irves, Christopher White, also out there, Terrence Glenn, and Mike Taylor. Ball comes right. Mark that. Taylor will not be out there. Instead, it will be Anthony Sanchez. Sanchez will leave it now here for Glenn. He'll try a three from the left side, and he rolls it home. Lead cut down to 6, 55-49, just underway here in the second half, third quarter action. Around the circle right, the bounce pass comes to Blake Poole. Low block right, he'll turn, spin, left it short that time on the effort against Terrence Glenn, but they'll call a foul. It'll go against Glenn.
We've seen that before. When you lose a collision with Blake Poole, you end up down on the seat of your pants, and not only that, you're called for the foul. And Terrence Glenn just had the pleasure right there. That's his fourth.
Yep, fourth foul against Glenn. He actually made a walk back towards the bench and got directed back towards the free throw line there to line up for the rebound by head coach Willie Freeman. Free throw shot by Blake Poole. Bounces off of the front rim and in. (56-49). Second shot is up and good. 57-49. 8-point lead, top of the floor on the spin move. Sanchez, he'll work to the right, picked up by Mo. Leave it now here for Glenn. To the elbow, his jumper up on the high rainbow. Shot won't go. Rebound Madison, he'll get it out to Mo. Long lead pass comes to Drew. He'll reverse it, can't get it to go, and another foul. More free throw shots coming here for the Slam as they'll step to the stripe.
Nice to see that Drew Reddy has that extra gear. He turned it on, filling the lane from the left side on kind of a one-man fast break that time. Wasn't able to finish, but it's because he got thumped good and hard by Corey Largent. We'll see if Drew can get him from the line.
Largent gets whistled for his second. Drew Reddy, one of the most athletic players we have seen at the college and IBL level. He is listed at 6'1", might not even be that.
But if Drew, we've been saying for years, if Drew was 6'6",
Yep.
6'7", he'd be making a substantial amount of money playing this game.
Absolutely. Gets one of two at the free throw line. 58-49 our score. Make it a 9-point lead. Ball comes over here to Largent. He'll drive left, kick it left on the pass. Open shot for Sanchez from three-point land won't go. Christopher White will get it, pass it across the lane, back to Sanchez. High arcing shot off glass, up and good. Racing back down Mo. Drive, spin, stops. Largent in his face, and Mo drains the shot just inside the three-point circle for the deuce. Make it 60-51. Largent, left-hand side. Dumps it inside to Glenn. Goes left to right through the paint. Leaves it now here for Irves as he'll drive, stop just in front of Madison. Put up the shot with the right hand. Left it short from 9. Rebound pulled down here by Bellingham. Hard push here by Drew Reddy. Open players. Jaskock for three. Won't go. Reddy with the rebound. Right back up and in.
Drew to double figures. He's got 10.
62-51. Salem needs a timeout. They trail. On the floor, Jaskock can't believe it.
Tough, very tough.
Ball will, instead of an and one upcoming, Glenn will pick up the foul. That'll be number 5.
I think Jaskock deserved a much better fate than that. He deserved a trip to the line for a three-point play.
A little indecision here. He called it on 22, but one of the assistant coaches is saying it's 12. It was clearly called on 22 by the official.
Drew Reddy got the bucket, and then Mo stole the inbounds pass. He'll put it up and in. So back-to-back buckets here for the Bellingham Slam, make it 66-53.
Your two Slam players tied at the top with 12 points each, Reddy and Anderson, just that quick.
Largent going to step into the triple. Left side won't go. Rebound tipped up and in. Count at that time for Terrence Glenn. Glenn stays out there with the 5 personals. Chaz Cock with a runner coming at him defensively. He'll go up, try and pack it with 2 hands. Lots of contact, no foul called. Bust out and a big dunk on the other end here for Christopher White. White will dunk it, and did Mo lose it on the inbound? Looks like he did.
Yep.
Mo quickly tried to pass that into Drew Reddy, lost control of it, and it goes out of bounds, so a turnover, and the ball will remain with Salem in the offensive end. One of the assistant coaches here has been very active for the Salem Sabres.
He's enjoying his second half
in trying to tell. Earlier in the first half, it was clearly a 2 that he wanted called a 3 and kept yelling at the scoring table to try and change it. That was not the case. It was a clear designation across the way of 22. And now they're going to change it. I don't know if they're going to change it on the board. They are. So now they are. They're going to list it as a foul against Denzel Irves as his 3rd. Big difference between that and Terrence Glenn picking up his 5th. Inbound comes left. Taylor going to work around the circle left. He'll dump it along the baseline. Spin move by Irves. He's going to be blocked by Madison, and they'll call a foul.
We're bogging down again. We saw a lot of this in the first half. Thought we had settled into a little routine, but kind of regressing to the earlier look of this game, which can best be called ragged.
Now some concern with Evan Madison picking up his 4th. Madison looking back towards the scorer's table. Now Rob Ridenour coming over asking, is that indeed his 4th personal foul? That's not the number that they had when they go back and take a look at the book. Irves hits the free throw. Got him both. 66-58 our score. 8:35 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Mo up into the offensive end. Works off of a Blake Poole screen. Leaves it now top side for Madison. Right-hand side, Chaz Cock for a 3. Left it short. Rebound. Corralled here by Irves for Salem, and he'll bring it up himself. Across the timeline. Whips pass right. Ball knocked loose by Blake Poole. Grabbed off here by Drew Reddy. Jabbed away from Drew. He'll pick it back up. Cut down inside the lane. Leave it back out for Blake. A 3-ball up. Short. So short it barely grazes the bottom of the net and goes out of bounds. Rico will check in. Evan Madison to the bench.
By the way, can we give a gold star to the Slam staff for keeping the air-conditioned comfort of this place tonight? They had the doors sealed shut and they had the AC on before everybody got here. That's a pretty nice touch.
Evan Madison at halftime. Looking at the wrong numbers here. We'll take a look at the numbers here. He only had 2 personal fouls. I do not remember him getting whistled for 2 here in this 3rd quarter. Ball stolen away from Taylor. Ripped off by Blake Poole all the way down to the other end. Rico will lay it up and in. Rico pushes the lead back out to 9, 68-59. Ball dribbled left. Spin it back outside of the circle now. Held on to by Largent. Largent will work off of an Irv screen, get all the way down to the baseline. Christopher White was standing out of bounds as he made the catch. Turnover. Give the ball back to Bellingham. 7:26 and counting down here in the 3rd. Rico, hard cut through the paint along the baseline. Turns the corner, leaves it here for Chaz Cock on a 3. No, that one won't go. Drew Reddy soars for the rebound, saves it from going out of bounds, gets it over to Mo. Step back jumper, that one no good, just inside the arc along the baseline. Back down the other end here for Salem with the dribble. Sanchez picks it up, backdoor bounce pass will come to Corey Largent. Catch and shoot just inside the free throw line. He splashes it home. 68-61 our score. The lead cut down to 7. Drew Reddy fakes the long jumper, cuts down inside the paint, got bumped and fouled. His shot won't go. Foul whistled here against Salem. Stops the clock with 6:49 left to go in the 3rd.
Drew Reddy alongside Mo Anderson and Rico Wilkins, all with 12 points to lead the Slam. We'll see if Drew can take over the lead by himself here midway through this 3rd quarter.
Foul a moment ago whistled against Irves. That'll be his fourth team foul. Drew to the stripe. Corey Largent giving an earful here to one of the officials
he's
across the
going
way.
pretty good.
Yeah. Drew Reddy gets it going from the free throw line. The senior of our three officials. I do not know his name.
No.
He has worked these games for as long as we have worked these games in the IBL.
Many moons.
And he is not one to be trifled with.
No.
He has no problem assessing the technical and has no problem getting right back into players' faces.
Yeah, he'll give you his opinion coming the other way. We've seen that for many years from that senior rep.
Drew Reddy gets that shot to fall from the free throw line as well. 70-61, back out to a 9-point lead for Bellingham. Charlie Van is checked in off of the dead ball. Kick it back out beyond the circle. On the catch, Irvs. Couple of dribbles with the left hand. He'll leave it here for Corey Largent. Largent with a jab step. He'll drive left, step into a jumper. That one short. Rebound underneath by Christopher White. Blocked by Blake Poole. Mo will try and get out of the pack there. He got tripped up and knocked down, fouled from behind. And Mo will go to the other end here for free throw shots.
We had the perfect angle to watch Mo kind of fall in segments there. And he was still trying to run the offense and throw a bounce pass, but the whistle saved him that time.
70-61. The lead is 9. That is a 5th team foul, so the bonus the rest of the way here in the third. The foul whistled against Largent, his third. Shot up and good for Mo. Mo has been more of a facilitator this year than a scorer. He leads the team in assists at just under 7 per contest. Had to become more of a scorer here tonight with the team's leading scorer in Jacob Stevenson, not with the squad. Got both free throws to fall. 72-61. The lead is 11. Taylor back into the ball game now, working at the point. He'll work on the switch picked up by Mo. Bounce it to Largent. Double team. Back out Taylor for 3. No, short. Rebound. Karam's long. Taylor will track it down as he beat Charlie Van to the spot and will get fouled. Charlie Van added to the roster today after a 3-year hiatus from the Bellingham Slam. Not only is Jacob Stevenson gone, but Nick Moore as well as Derek Webb not with the team here tonight.
We always like their chances as much as anybody.
72-61 our score. Inbound will come into the offensive end here for the Sabres. Taylor will work it against here Charlie Van. Picks up the dribble outside of the circle. Lobs it into Christopher White against the shorter defender here in Drew Reddy. Nice spin move as he backed his way down baseline, puts it off of the glass up and in.
It's actually a pretty good low post move by the 6'3" guy, Christopher White.
Drew Reddy going to step into a jumper just inside the three-point ring. That one won't go. Scramble for the rebound. Saving it? No, unable to save it from going out of bounds is Irvs here for Salem. Ball will belong to Bellingham with 5:39 left to go here in the third. Inbound comes to Rico. Step back jumper from the free throw circle is up and good. Lob pass comes down along the baseline, and we'll get a foul here along the baseline whistled against Drew Reddy. Reddy doesn't agree with it, shaking his head, but he'll get whistled for his second.
Chaz Cock will check back in for the slam. Looks like he'll replace Charlie Van. Charlie did get in the score column tonight. His first game back after a 3-year retirement. They need him to have 8 on the roster with all the missing bodies tonight.
Inbound will come right by the Sabres bench. Largent dumps it into Taylor. He'll work right off of the screen by Irvs. Picked up here by Blake Poole. Back on the switch. Drew Reddy comes out defensively. Knocks the ball away. 2-on-1 the other way. Mo will try and dunk it. Oh, no. Oh, Mo. He got caught up on the rim. He's going to hear about it from his teammates and friends here. Mo slapping the wall as he got done. A miss on the other end by Salem. Back down to the other end. Chaz Cock will try the 3. That one won't go. Rebound stick back up and in for Rico Wilkins.
I think it's my fault. I want to see a Mo Anderson cradle jam so bad that he can't make one.
You know, I never have any problem blaming you, so we'll go with it.
All right.
Big 3 ball from straight on top will not go for Taylor. Chaz Cock has a piece of the rebound, but he ties up underneath, and we will get a foul get whistled here against Corey Largent, and we'll march down to the other end. Free throw shots upcoming.
Mo Anderson getting some advice from the 5'9" guy, Rico Wilkins, out there about how to finish on the break. I love it.
If you have ever seen this Slam team in shoot-around, you know that there is always a portion of the game, or of that shoot-around, where it becomes a little bit of a dunk show with Mo and Rico. Drew Reddy usually gets into the act as well.
I think Rico has to be the acknowledged leader, though.
Yep. Back-to-back winner. No. I was going to say back-to-back winners, but no. I know he won it last year. Richard Woodworth the previous year at Western Washington University.
The preseason slam dunk contest. By the way, I called Rico 5'9". Self-correct here. Rico Wilkins listed at 5'11".
Wow.
Better get it right.
Wow. What are you doing?
Don't tell anybody.
Free throws are made on the other end. 78-63. Ball rolled up right-hand side on the hard cut. The shot up by Christopher White. Will they count it? No signal yet from the official. And they will count the bucket. And one here. The official was calling the foul. Didn't see if it went through.
He turned his head so fast.
Look to one of his colleagues there. And yes, indeed, a chance at a three-point play here for Christopher White. (78-65). Free throw shot rattles off. Rebound. Blake Poole. Outlet will come to Mo. Across the timeline as he slows down the dribble. They'll space the floor. He'll drive left, cut down inside the lane, throw up the runner with the right hand. No good. Rebound tip goes out of bounds. And they will say off of Bellingham. It'll be Salem ball. Everything half off at the concession stand. Mark Sculp,
be right back.
You have to stay with the broadcast.
See you, buddy.
4:05 left to go here in the third. Little turnaround jumper by Irvs. Baseline left. Won't go. Long rebound. Karam's out. Largent will track it down at the half-court line. He'll drive. Cut past two defenders. Hang in the air and float one up and down. Got it to go that time from about 7 feet out, just right of the paint. 78-67 our score, an 11-point lead. Ball will come right-hand side. Rico will get it. Now to Blake Poole. Pass inside for Mo. Tip loose. Mo will get it back. Drive towards the cup. Off balance. He'll get fouled. Count it and one. Mo has a chance here at a three-point play.
We're so quick to call Mo Anderson a point guard. Sometimes we forget there's just a lot of basketball player in there as well. And when he had to put up what was essentially a desperation layup there, he kissed it off the window and in, and he'll get a chance to go to the line. Mo tied with Rico Wilkins now for the slam lead with 16.
Mo to the stripe. Looking to cap off the three-point play. Foul a moment ago, whistled against Glenn. It'll be his fifth. That free throw shot is good. 81-67 our score. Back down the other way. Taylor top of the floor. Picked up by Drew Reddy. He works right. Blake Poole pops out on the switch here defensively. Taylor drives, spins into a double team, kicks it back left. Christopher White with the jumper up over the top of Chaz. Cock won't go. Mo gets the rebound, bounces it out in front to Chaz. Drives, long pass over to the corner. Rico sets his feet, won't take the three. Turns, spins, back out to Chaz. Drives to the cup, goes up, blocked by Irvs. Knocked out of there. Salem on the push. Get it back here to Corey Largent. Steps into a triple. Got it. Lead cut down to 11, 81-70. Chaz Cock beyond the circle, right-hand side. Spin it all the way around the ring. Get it now here to Mo. Top of the floor to Drew Reddy. One dribble and done. He'll pick it back up. Chaz bounces it now here to Blake. Backs his way down, turns inside the lane. Scoop layup won't go with the left hand. Rebound comes down Largent. Lob pass comes out now Sanchez. He tries to whip it down inside to Irvs. It goes off of, I believe, Chaz Cock and out of bounds. Nonetheless, off of a Bellingham Slam defender. And the ball will stay with Salem in the offensive end. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 2:35 to go here in the third. Chris Ferguson will check in. Drew Reddy will get a rest on the bench. Mo, Ferguson, Rico. Also out there, Chaz Cock and Blake Poole. Catch and shoot for Largent along the baseline. Mo trying to go after the rebound. Can't hold on to it. It'll go out of bounds.
Fan made a good catch over there in that far corner.
There you go. And he got caught by
got decked.
Christopher White.
Yeah.
On the inbound, Taylor will get it, sees a crease, attacks right, leaves it now here for Sanchez. Jab step at the free throw circle, stops, kicks it back now here to Largent against the much shorter Rico Wilkins. The drive turned into a double team, his shot up, spins out, won't go, middle of the paint. Rebound to Bellingham. Here comes Rico back the other way. He works across the timeline, back and forth between the hands, kicks it left. Ferguson lob pass into Blake Poole. Boses back as he turns inside the lane. Back out to Chris. Drives, flips it back into Blake. Across the lane, little scoop hook shot. That one won't go. Rebound, knock loose out of the hands that time of Irvs. Grabbed off by Mo. He'll flip it to Rico, who will lay it up and in with the right hand.
Rico, not the biggest guy, but still pretty good job shielding the defender with the body. Able to lay it in.
83-70. Top of the floor, Taylor. Jab step, nothing doing. Telegraphs his pass to Largent, and Mo will try the dunk again. Mo's going to have to just stop that. It won't work. He hits off of the back iron this time. Largent will get it, take it to the other end. He'll miss the layup. Rebound, grabbed off Chaz Cock. Drives right, kicks it in the corner. Ferguson open for three. Got it. Chris Ferguson with a triple shot. Mo back down to the other end defensively, just talking to himself about the dunk.
Might be time to employ the beauty of the fundamentally sound lay-in.
Yeah, it's always said by guys like us who couldn't dunk if you paid us.
Very true.
And I gotta think once you get up into that rarefied air, you just want to keep going back.
Once you get a taste.
Yep. A drive right to left here by Sanchez results in a foul call here against Bellingham. Stops the clock with 1:05 left to go here in the third. 86-70, a 16-point lead.
Boy, Corey Largent's going to keep talking to that same ref, isn't he? He will be heard.
Sanchez going to go to the free throw line. No good.
Mo gives a little smile over here our direction as he comes out. A couple of missed slam dunks in this third quarter.
Charlie Van back into the ball game. Drew Reddy also returns. This is a very small lineup out here. Chaz Cock is your postman with Charlie Van, Rico Wilkins, Drew Reddy, and Chris Ferguson here for the final minute of this third quarter. Drew, top of the floor. They'll spread out that floor. A 1-4 set here as Drew will take it down inside the paint. Double pump. Scissor pick it up and in.
The old 4 down set right there. It worked. Drew Reddy finishes. He's got 16.
88-71. Hard push by Sanchez against Rico. Took him to the cup, kissed it off of the glass, up and in. Back down the other way. Drew with it. He'll work against Largent. Spin into a double team. Leave it for Chaz Cock to the cup. Layup is good. Counted and one for Chaz. And he'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Chaz spending a disproportionate amount of time on his backside in this one. A lot of violent collisions down low. And Chaz, again, without Jacob Stevenson here tonight, without Derek Webb, his primary backup, a lot more offensive opportunities. He's hit a couple of threes, and Chaz also has it not hesitating to put that ball on the ground, take it hard to the rack. He makes this one and goes to the line.
Chaz steps to the stripe. The foul a moment ago whistled against Christopher White, his second. Both teams in the bonus here. 34.1 seconds left to go in the third. Count the free throw, 91-73. Back the other way, Sanchez weaves his way up. Right to left, gets in the free throw circle, tries to bounce it up ahead looking for White, but it's knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Chaz Cock. 15 on the shot clock, 25.9 on the game clock. Dixon back into the ball game now here for Salem. He'll inbound. Goes left on the catch. Taylor steps back, puts up a three with a hand in his face. No good, but it's grabbed up, put back up and in. Irvs gets credit for it. No, I'm sorry, Sanchez credit for it on the miss and redirect. 91-75, shot clock is off. 10 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Rico has the ball knocked loose. Here comes a double team. Picks it back up. Scramble for it. And we'll get a tie up. And what everybody wants here at the end of the third, a jump ball.
Yay.
Taylor and Rico tying up. Rico walking back the other way like it's a possession arrow. It is not. Got to go jump it up. Rico at 5'11" against Taylor at 6'5", but Rico crazy hops.
Rico has springs.
They'll get them both set in the circle. Just 3.6 seconds left. Ball tipped up into the air. Taylor will win the tip. Get it to Dixon. 2 seconds. One. He'll fire it up. It was partially blocked by Rico, and there's the buzzer. 91. Rico Wilkins leads them with 18 points. 4 other players in double figures for Bellingham. Now make it 5 as Evan Madison gets to 10 points in the contest. 93-75. Ball lobbed over left-hand wing. Largent will get it. Feed it out on top. Taylor through the left elbow. He'll drive against Blake Poole. Lob pass and a beauty. Good catch and redirect by Sanchez as he got it to go off the glass.
Boy, that's about as high as Anthony Sanchez can get. Nice catch and finish.
93-77. Madison kicks it in the corner. Grabbed off here by Drew Reddy. Cross court. Mo whips it now to the elbow. Back out. Rico wanted to snap off that triple. Cannot. Cross court. Mo open for the 3. Baseline right. Splash. He got it.
Mo's up to 20, and suddenly the sting of the missed slam dunks hurts a little less.
96-77. Bounce pass on top. Corey Largent doesn't have the 3-ball shot there, so he'll go cross court, get a return pass. Deeper 3 from the right side. No, that one won't go. Rebound to Madison. Get it out to Drew Reddy. Hard push across the timeline. Drew got caught up in the air, tried to flip it to Blake Poole, stole it away. Taylor comes out of the pack with it. 10:25 and counting down here in the 4th. Bellingham looking to remain perfect on the year here at home. Ball comes over right, and the 3-ball up and down for Sanchez, making it 96-80. Mo slowly up into the front court. Get to Blake Poole. Back to Mo. Kicking around the circle left-hand side to Drew Reddy. Inside Madison. Pup fakes. Got White up in the air. He'll get the block, but also a push on Madison and a foul.
I think Evan, that is, after the foul, got cuffed across the face, and Evan will set up at the line, try to add to his 10-point total. That was some nice hard contact initiated by Christopher White. White's 3rd foul. Right at 10 minutes left in this one.
Shot up and good.
Madison to 11, the top 6 of the 8 guys in the rotation tonight in double figures between 10 and 20 points.
And Madison gets that one to fall as well. Back the other way, top of the floor, Taylor with the dribble. He'll try and bounce it on the little give and go into White, and White packs it home with a right hand on the dunk. 98-82, kick it right. Rico with a 3 blocked, soaring out of nowhere. There was Sanchez to get a swat on it. Grabbed off by Salem. Here they come the other way, trailing by 16. Taylor works off of a screen by Irvs. Slides down along the baseline. Looked like a travel no call. Rico came flying that time and almost cleared Sanchez on the high jump that time. Got him, hit him in the head. Not with his arm, not with his shoulder, but with his legs as he went over the top.
A good ball fake, obviously, by Sanchez. Lured Rico Wilkins in the air. When you get Rico up, you get him way up there. He literally went over the top.
Second personal foul against Rico. Inbound will come. Irvs makes the catch along the baseline. Jab step here against Madison. He'll cut down inside the lane. Madison blocks the shot. Rico will track it down. Here comes Bellingham back the other way. Rico turns, spins, retreats out beyond the three-point ring. Sees a crease, drives inside the paint. Scoop layup, won't go. Dunk! Follow off the miss by Evan Madison. He does it on one end and gets rewarded on the other.
As the great Kevin Calabro said, Evan Madison right there to snap the hatch shut. Big fella up to 14 points.
And you know what that means.
What do we got?
Century mark chalupas.
Love
free
it.
chalupas for everyone.
Love chalupas.
There are no free chalupas.
Worst radio contest ever.
Thank you very much. 100-82 our score. Back down the other way. Drew ready. Scoop. Layup with a right hand, and it's good.
Boy, the slammer into it. They're awake again here in this fourth quarter.
102-82, 20-point margin. Hard drive. Madison comes over. He'll get whistled for the blocking foul on the penetration by Sanchez. Sanchez gets up, looks a little bit worse for wear. It's going to be number 5 against Evan Madison. Bellingham expected to have the full contingent of players for the tournament next week.
You get the feeling just like in our old softball days. The important thing is, okay, let's get everybody here.
Yeah.
Get all the guys to Portland. We'll worry about positions and everything else later. Get all the guys there, and we like our chances.
First free throw shot by Sanchez is up and good. 8:33 left to go. Good-sized crowd that came out for this one, despite the great weather. Usually the great weather might keep people away. They don't want to be indoors, although with as hot as it was, Mark Skelton talked about it earlier, kind of nice air conditioning going on here at the Watkin Pavilion.
They cranked it up in here, and they did a heck of a job.
Second free throw shot is good. Blake Poole will get it in the offensive end. Kick it right. Drew ready on the hard drive down inside the lane. Left it for Blake on the cut down the middle of the paint. He'll lay it up and in.
Blake had been stuck at 10 points for a while. Nice to see him up to a dozen.
Largent, right to left, stops inside the lane. Step back jumper won't go. The tip followed by Sanchez, too strong. Madison had the rebound. Loose ball knocked free. Grabbed off by Blake Poole. Mo with it. Caught up in the air. Bounces it to Chaz Cock. Drives baseline. Double pumps. Puts the shot up. No good. The rebound followed by Mo. Hit the underside of the rim. Goes up again. Misses it with the right hand. It's that rim, I think. Nonetheless, it's grabbed off by Salem. Down to the other end. Taylor thought about the three. Won't take it. Eyes the defense, calls for a screen. Mo plays over the top. Now a step into a triple. No, that's short. Rebound, saved from going out of bounds by Blake. Out in front, Mo with the push. Stops, triple on the way. Got it.
There you go, Mo. 23 big ones. Now your game-high scorer.
Mo Anderson with a nice three from the left side. Makes it 107-84, a 23-point lead. Driving right, the ball kicked. Taylor will get it from Largent. Back out. Sanchez, a triple way off the mark. Rebound Madison. Outlets here to Drew Ready. Sees a crease all the way to the cup. Got caught up in the air. Hits the trailer. Mo back out left. Jaskaka. Triple. No. In and out. Drew Ready the rebound. Through the lane. Out to Madison. He'll fake the long shot. Kick it over in the corner. Mo a baseline three. No. Rebound tipped up. Grabbed off by Chaz Cock. To the cup. And it gets caught between the rim and the backboard. A foul called. Chaz will go to the free throw line.
Chaz goes down again, splays his body all the way out. He is going to sleep very well tonight. A lot of minutes and a lot of violent collisions. And Chaz only had one step to the bucket that time, so he couldn't quite finish the jam, but he'll still go to the line.
107-84. Chaz Cock at the free throw line. Shot up. In and out.
Chaz does not miss very many.
Chris Ferguson going to check in. Charlie Van in. Drew Ready and Mo Anderson to the bench.
Remember, the guys have to play tomorrow down there in Pierce County. So
we know Jacob will not be here all weekend long,
right.
So not with the team for that game against the Seattle Flight. Don't know the status for Derek Webb or Nick Moore. And that Seattle Flight team was a very good team led by Vinoy Overton.
We were there for their, they were playing their first game of the year, and that's a pretty impressive, talented bunch.
Took a while, but Bellingham eventually stretched it out, beat them up at Blaine 105-91. The free throws, 1 of 2, 109-84. Hard drive along the baseline, stops, pops, no good for Christopher White. Long rebound, caroms out. It gets tipped into the backcourt where it's corralled by Taylor. Taylor steps to the free throw circle, puts the shot up, no good. Madison the rebound, outlets Charlie Van. Here comes Bellingham with a comfortable 25-point lead. Chaz Cock kicks it in the corner. Ferguson a triple, no, won't go. Rebound to Salem. On the bust out, 3-on-2. Sanchez going to take it himself to the cup. The layup, no good. Rebound, got him himself. Drives right into Chaz Cock, offensive foul. Wow.
Poor Chaz.
Seems to be down on the
just
offensive
the whipping
side,
boy tonight.
defensive side.
Yeah.
He has earned some valuable minutes out here for the Bellingham Slam, but he's paid a price. Sanchez will pick up his second. Well, not what the board says. They say fifth. According to the third team foul, they say fifth on the PA, but
that's a discrepancy
second
right
team
there.
Foul on the board.
Yeah.
Outside of the circle, Chazcock trying to get it over to Drew Reddy instead. Or mark that, Charlie Van. Lost control of it, and it rolls out of bounds.
Right now, it looks like we're getting a sneak preview of what will be a semifinal playoff game, the opening night of the postseason, coming up next week.
Ball dribbled up across the timeline here. It'll be taken right, left for Largent. He'll drain a triple. He's got that quick trigger with the three ball, and he splashes it home from straight on top. 109-87, back up into the offensive end. With the dribble, Drew Reddy will bounce it down in the corner. It's grabbed off by Chaz Cock. Pump it back out to Drew. Lob pass for Madison, and he'll dunk it. Easy as you please. Had to hang on the rim as he came back down. Good rim-high lob that time by Drew Reddy. Taylor, cross court. Oh, almost stolen by Chaz Cock. Glenn had it, knocked loose, stolen by Charlie Van. Long lead pass Madison. Bounces it back out. Chaz Cock catch and shoot on the three. Bing, bang, boom. He got it to go. 114-87. Just across the timeline. Largent drives right, hangs in the air, got hit on the arm, fouled. Count the bucket. Largent will go to the stripe for a three-point play.
The old two-word scouting report. Good player for Corey Largent. He's bad news, and Coach Ridenour knew it before the game. The Slam doing their best to stick with him. Still going for 25 tonight. We keep finding different ways to say he's a veteran. He's experienced out there, but boy, he's still hard to stay in front of when he gets that open shot away.
Chris Ferguson picking up his first foul. Both teams with 3 apiece. Largent back to the stripe. And the shot is up and good. Corey Largent has a very soft touch. Both beyond the arc and from that free throw line. 114-90. Ball to Charlie Van through the paint. Back out right. Drew Reddy with a long three that will not go. Rebound grabbed off here by Salem. Back the other way. Largent across the timeline. Kicks it in the corner. Grabbed off. Hard drive all the way to the cup. Nice layup that time by Anthony Sanchez.
Thought we may have seen the last of Mo Anderson and Blake Poole, but it looks like those two, along with Rico Wilkins, will check in here momentarily.
Open man left-hand side. Ferguson will try a three that won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Charlie Van going after it. Wholesale substitutions here. Blake Poole, as Mark mentioned, Rico Wilkins and Mo Anderson will come in. Drew Reddy and Chaz Cock, along with Evan Madison, will check out. So it is Mo, Chris Ferguson, Charlie Van, Rico Wilkins, and Blake Poole out there on the floor. Largent runs Mo off of the screen, steps into another triple from straight on top. That release is so quick. Ball comes back over right as he drains the triple. Mo with it, offensive end. Leave it now here. Rico tried to go up for the three ball, knocked loose by Largent. He'll drive back down the other way, tried to feed it to Glenn coming down the middle of the paint, and he'll get a foul called here against Bellingham. 3:50 left to go in the contest. 114-95. They called it a shooting foul, which seems a little bit odd.
Generous.
Yeah, Glenn didn't look like he was anywhere near the act of shooting, but he'll get that first free throw to fall as it rattles over the front rim and drops.
Chris Ferguson almost got loose in the backcourt again, trying the trick play, but they found him.
Second shot, no good. Rebound grabbed off by Blake Poole. 114-96. Certainly not out of the realm of possibilities in the IBL. The lead can vanish like that, but Bellingham looking to hold on. Ferguson fakes the three. Get it to Mo, to Charlie Van through the paint. Great pass there to Rico, who reverses it up and in.
How about the no look by Charlie Van setting up Rico? Nice.
Pushes the lead back out to 20. Left-hand side on the catch. Spinning his way down Taylor. Back out on top. Open for the three. Glenn will try it. No good. The tip follow by Irvs. That's off the mark. Bellingham will get it. Rico on the push. Races down here against Glenn. Falling backwards. He'll corral the dribble here. Bounce it left. Blake Poole right back to Rico. Reverse it as he goes up and over the top of the defender. Count the bucket and a chance at a three-point play for Rico. Oh, my.
Rico is up to 22 points. He was 180 to the bucket that time. He could not see what he was shooting at. Still found a way to put it in, get fouled, and Rico hit the ground hard. He'll do some stretches before he goes to the line, but crowd in attendance here at Whatcom CC loved it.
Rico to the stripe. Cannot get the three-point play as it spins out. 118-96. Long lead pass intended for Irvs. And Charlie Van will get whistled for a foul.
Yeah, I was going to say, if this was the NFL, Charlie just committed pass interference right there. They did see it. I thought he might have got away with it, but no.
Crowd doesn't like it, but Charlie with kind of a wry smile on his face like, yeah, okay, I just didn't think you'd catch me. And Rob Riddenauer coming over saying, no way, no way.
Coach pretty adamant.
Irvs to the free throw line, fourth team foul. Free throw shot is up and good for Irvs. He'll take a look at another. 3:01 left to go. Second shot is good. Irvs is a good player. Well, from the low post, he's got some good offensive skills and a big, long wingspan that scares you on the defensive end. Bounce pass from the elbow. Van around the circle left from Blake Poole over to Rico. He'll try the three. That one won't go. Rebound grabbed off by Glenn. He'll outlet, get it left. Corey Largent sees a crack, tries the three on line, but short. The rebound stick-back attempt is off the mark by Sanchez, but he got there as well. That free throw shot is up and good. Rico back down left-hand side. Madison pump fakes, goes up. Ooh, he got hit hard. Very hard that time by Corey Largent on the pump fake that time. Second shot is up and good as well. Back out to that 20-point lead. Taylor with Drew Reddy hounding him here in the backcourt will bring it up. Just across the timeline. Taylor barking out instructions here. Nobody moving. Irvs now will set the screen way too late. Taylor will drive, kick it in the corner. Step back jumper up and good for Terrence Glenn. Kunishige Ito is going to check in here in a moment. 5'7" guard out of Japan. Played for that Japan Tornadoes team last year. Ball dumped down inside the lane. Drew Reddy to the cup. Count it and one for Drew as he gets...
Aren't you banned from that school?
Hey.
Admit it.
Never mind.
Sorry.
123-102. Look. One simple, crazy hazing prank.
Oh, they don't laugh at that.
Oh, you can't tape people to the flagpole.
They do not laugh at that there.
123-102. The ball lost on the other end. Goes out of bounds. Turnover against Salem. Blake Poole will take a seat on the bench. Ferguson back out there on the floor. Rico will let the ball roll up into the front court. Grab a hold of it, take a look at the defense. Ito will come out on him defensively. The ball comes over to Reddy. Kick it in the corner. Chascock open for a three. No good. The rebound stick back by Rico. Won't go. Rebound tip. Madison had it for a moment. Glenn will get it. Now to Dixon. Cross the timeline to
Largent. This one's going to go in the win column here for the Slam with just a minute and a half left to go. Largent steps under the defense of Chaz Cock, floats up an air ball that will not go. Rebound grabbed off here by Madison to Rico. He'll drive against Ito, change hands, put it up with the right hand, no good. Tip followed by Chaz Cock, no good. He'll get a second effort, but he goes up, stolen away by Dixon. Now reaching in short, Drew Reddy had the rebound. It goes out of bounds though off of his hands, and it will belong to Salem on the offensive end. Just a minute 11 left to go. Stick around for the post-game show. We'll get a word in with the Victoria's head coach, Rob Ridnour, also a player of the game for the Bellingham. To Rico. He'll race down 3-on-3. Now wait for some numbers. Whip the ball right to Drew Reddy, who drives against the defender in Glenn. Ball knocked loose. Glenn comes away with it. He'll spin his way up across the half-court line. Drive, got caught up in the air. Kick it to Ito in the corner. Cross court. Dixon will get it. Back out, open man at the free throw circle, and the jumper is good for Denzel Irves. 123-105, just 35 seconds left. Left-hand side, the ball side won't go. Ball knocked loose. Grabbed off by Drew Reddy. Cross the timeline. Drew will drive, spin it over right on the pass. Open man, that time is Chaz Cock. Can't get the three to go. Spins out. Shot clock off. Ito on the hard push. Drives. Blocked by Madison as he right in him. Ball comes over baseline. Largent floats up a jumper that goes. On the inbound, Largent will steal it from Madison, hang in the air, double pump with the shot up and in, back-to-back buckets for Corey Largent.
Brilliant as usual, 34.
Just 4 seconds. Come to Dixon across the timeline to Ito. He'll try a three at the buzzer. Good if it goes. It does not. And that will do it. Your final score, 125-109, a win here for the Bellingham Slam over the Salem Sabres as they get Salem for the third time this season. Get ready for a fourth. It looks